All the older guys right there, right, carrying guns, fast women, fast cars, smoking drugs. Just drew my attention. I just wanted to be a part of something.
Popping all their decisions, mopping all their collisions. Since they come up missing, the missions put them in prison.
I would run and get in between my mother and father, and my dad would grab me and push me out the way to continue beating my mother.
The drugs started coming around, right? It was first smoke some weed, right? Nas, right? Started doing Nas, like wah, 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 my son. This, right? And I got arrested, and went to juvenile hall, then I got out. I got you, I got love for you, homie, I got you, right? And next thing you know, then I think, let's go smoke this. Damn, why does it taste funny? It's not like the last shit that I smoke. Oh, don't worry about it, I put some extra stuff in there.
Yeah, especially when the street is full of racial profiling. Everybody is mad, you see nobody smiling. Drug dealer on the block and everybody buying. Can't get a job, the street sure is hiring.
Life, 16 years old, looking at 25 to life. And I was still thinking about getting high, right? Just manipulate things to try to get high or do my thing. But really all I was doing while I was getting high was getting away from the truth of who I was. Got to the kind of jail I had to do things that you see in movies, man. Put things in places that you don't want to put them at. Only because I go and smoke a joint doesn't make me feel better. It makes me stupid and funny and gives me the munchies, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away my problems. I still have to deal with my problems. And I understood that the time of smoking weed and the time of always getting drunk and going out of parties and being stupid, all those things took me away from me. The potential of who I had. The potential that God gave me. The potential that I could do anything I want in my life. And right now that's where you guys are at. You guys are at the crossroads. You guys are at the place right now where you have two choices. You're going to be the guy that ends up going to college and partying with all the girls and doing all these things. Or you're going to be the dude that's stuck in the neighborhood, stuck in the blog, talking about what party next weekend.
My weekends were no longer about playing basketball or baseball. It was about, let's go visit your father in Bosco, Delano, Tehachapi, Ironwood, Corcoran. And I seen these prisons when I was a kid. Police pulls me and my mother into a separate room and they put their hands in her private areas as if she's transporting drugs. Resentment, anger, forced release because my mother shouldn't be violated like that. But because of my father, my mother has to go through these experiences. So F him too.
At the end of the day, they offered me a deal. The deal was 7 years, go home, joint suspension, or 3 years and go to prison. I took the 3 years and go to prison because I knew if I went home, I was going to come back for 7 years anyways. So I went to prison, right? Because of the choices and decisions I was making about kicking them and who I was kicking it with.
That by having kids, my life will completely change. Because mom and I will sit there like Indians smoking crack and staring at each other. My baby will be in the other room crying for his milk, and I used to tell the mom, why don't you go shut him the F up? He's messing up the life. Now he's introducing me to what heroin looks like. Mijo, this is powder heroin, this is sticky heroin, don't you touch that. And the reason I was doing drugs is because I could not stand to look at myself in the mirror and look like my father. Because all my life I was told by my mother that I'm exactly like my father, and you act like your father, and you're just like your father. And I knew who my father was. Today that I'm in recovery and I've come to my senses, I am just like my father, before drugs took him from me.
And my birthday came around and they were like, I was like, what's the date today? And they're like, oh, March 17th. I was like, what? Damn, my birthday was 3 days ago. Right? Because you lose yourself in there. You don't have no one happy birthday and how you do. You don't get those.